So if you're on the internet as much as I am, or you're under the age of 15, then you'd be seeing what's been going around on the internet a lot lately, and that would be Chris Tyson, who is most famously, well, only famously known for being part of the MrBeast squad, has recently started to take estrogen and transition from being a man into a female. Now, from the initial sight of things, it seems like this has been slightly a long time coming. A lot of people who do come out as transgender have said that they have felt like that for a long period of time. And, you know, this isn't the first time that Chris has mentioned anything about his sexuality. Back in 2020, he first mentioned that he was bisexual. You know, it was a bit weird, personally, considering that he has a wife. I feel like when it comes to something like that, you know, if you're single, then it's absolutely fine. You know, if you want to go and blah, 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 say it out on the internet, say, oh, look, hey, everybody, I'm bisexual, or I'm gay, or I'm this and I'm that. It's fine. But, you know, when you're married, it's just like you're and then you say like, oh, hi, everyone, I'm bisexual. It's just like, okay. What are we going to do with this information? You know, like, aren't you married? Isn't you know, it doesn't really matter because you're married. So that was a bit weird, but, you know, time has gone past, and, you know, he's slightly shown a bit more of his feminine side and taken the grasp away. And, like, I mean, just looking and doing a lot of research, and especially into MrBeast's fans, a lot of people are slightly blaming Carl Jacobs for Chris's, like, transition slightly. So Carl Jacobs originally came into the crew in 2019. He got into the crew through MrBeast's brother, Mr. Bro, and then he eventually, you know, became like a fan favorite, or almost. And then he became extremely popular after Dream invited him onto his server. Then he started getting like Hello Minecraft views and all that bullshit, which is kind of fucking dead now, anyways. But yeah, and then he was a relatively more feminine guy, I guess you could say. You know, he would paint his nails a lot, which is absolutely fine. I paint my nails black sometimes, but he would do, like, you know, all different multicolored, and was a little bit more on the feminine side and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people are saying that Carl Jacobs is the reason for Chris then exploring his feminine side, and then, like, you know, people say it's not a coincidence that then the next year he came out as bisexual. So it's just seems like it's been brewing for a long time now. And obviously in the last, I think, 2 weeks now is where it's just like come into full effect. There was that original screenshot of Chris. I don't know if it was a live stream or just him on his YouTube channel. I don't know exactly which one it was, but it was just him standing there and looked completely different to what he did like a year ago. It was just him with longer hair, clean shaved beard, face looked obviously a lot different. When you first hop on like any testosterone, estrogen, your facial features are gonna change, especially when you're transitioning from a man to a female, or even a female to a man. You're gonna have those different facial features, and you can see it on him. You can see he looked completely different. It was just mind-boggling. When I saw the picture, I didn't even know it was going on, and then I saw the screenshot on a tweet, and I was just like, what the fuck? Where the hell did this? It came out of left field. Legit. And then he mentioned it in a tweet reply, because someone tweeted saying, what the fuck is this? And he said like, oh yeah, I've been on estrogen for like 2 weeks now, or something like that. And I was like, what the? Oh, fair enough then. Good on you. But recently, I think the reason why I'm making this video is mainly because of the reactions that both MrBeast and Chandler have given off in the recent live stream on MrBeast's second channel. I'm pretty sure it was. The reason why people are saying, which is what this video is saying it like that MrBeast is kind of, and Chandler as well, on top of that, is kind of fed up with the way that Chris is like acting, I guess, recently, or just the way his transition. And you can see it in a lot of people saying it's because of their reactions of like certain interactions that they have on this live stream, where MrBeast will give a slightly kind of annoyed or just drained look at Chris when he says certain things. There was also a comment when Chris complimented MrBeast's top, and then MrBeast didn't compliment his back. Everyone's even speculating that much. I mean, it's MrBeast. You're gonna have fucking crazy ass fans.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
Oh, wow, he's different.
And then there's also a bit where people are saying that Chandler's fed up with it. There's 2 clips that I found. I can't remember if I can find the second one, but there's 2 specific clips from Chandler reacting to Carl Jacobs, where he kind of looks a little bit tired of his reactions as well, because Carl Jacobs does that sort of like fake reaction thing where he's kind of putting it on a bit, making it a little bit childish, and Chandler just looks like he just wants to lay back, just make content, and he's kind of just fed up with the way that like he's kind of acting around the camera.
Hold up.
It's okay.
You're not even in it, bro.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm behind the couch.
You know, from these reactions, I can see why people are saying that MrBeast and Chandler are both fed up with Chris. And also Carl Jacobs on top of that as well, not just Chris. And I can see why people are saying that he's fed up. But to me, these reactions I don't think are just about Chris transitioning from a female into, I mean, a male into a female. I definitely 100%, I'm speculating here, but my brain is fucking like a fucking little satellite going into Mr. Brain's fucking head using fucking Mr. X's telepathy. I definitely think that there is something going on behind the scenes, that there is more to this transition than what meets the eye. And it's so true. Like, there is no way that when you're going from a male to a female, that your personality is going to be completely the same. Or that, you know, when you hang around certain people, that your personality is going to be the same. So I definitely think that there is more going on behind the scenes than we know. And you know what? It probably should stay private. But unfortunately, this is the internet. And when you're as big as MrBeast, there are certain things that are not going to stay hidden, which is kind of shit. But it's just the fucking way it is. You know, I definitely think that there is 100% more going on than just his transition. I definitely feel as though there's certain things that MrBeast doesn't like about Chris anymore. You know, maybe he's acting a little bit different. Maybe Carl Jacobs is acting a little bit different as well. Or maybe they're just kind of fed up with like the whole fake reaction thing, which to me is fair enough. Because to me on the surface, it just seems like MrBeast and Chandler just want to make chill content. Just want to make content. That's it. They just want to make content. They don't want to bring any personal stuff into the content. They just want to make pure loving content that gets views and gets them fucking money. That's it. They don't want to do anything else. They just want to chill out, want to make videos. Where to me, it seems like Carl Jacobs and now Chris just want to, you know, put it on a little bit more, especially Carl. And then like Chris is bringing his whole personal life into this stuff as well. Especially the fact that he's supposedly married. Some people are saying that he's divorced, which wouldn't surprise me at all, considering that he's transitioning. You know, there is cases in the past where, you know, when someone's come out as bi or gay or whatever, when they're in an opposite heterosexual relationship, person transitions, whatever the fuck it may be, that relationship is not going to end, because that's not what you got in that relationship for. You didn't get a relationship for that. I'm pretty sure that his wife loved Chris as he was in the past as a straight male, and the fact that now that he's transitioning into a female, she's probably straight and isn't attracted to him anymore, which is fucking fair enough. Also, one thing that I find the most funniest out of all of this is the fact that there's an old ass MrBeast video where MrBeast, I know MrBeast and Chris, I think it was mainly Chris, were making fun of people who were trans by Chris dressed up as an Apache helicopter and said, like, I am now an attack helicopter. This is how I identify. And starts running around the street in a cardboard helicopter, like with wings and everything. It's fucking hilarious.
They have 63 genders up there, but they can't have my gender. Bro, did you just assume my gender?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misgender you.
You're such a hellophobe. Get out!
Every day, countless vehicles are born into human bodies. I've never told anyone this, but I was actually born a tank, but sadly, it wasn't one of our 52 genders.
And it's just, you know what? I know there's a whole thing that people change over the years, but it's still quite funny and ironic at the same time that they made fun of this a few years ago, and now Chris is transitioning into a female. It's just a complete fucking 180-degree spin turn, gone. Just gone the other direction. Hilarious. You know, there is also a lot of the people who are talking about this are obviously MrBeast fans, and MrBeast fans, a lot of them are of very young age, where, you know, I expect if this video does get any views, that it will be people who are mostly under the age of 18, because I'm pretty sure that's what his demographic is. But I've seen a tweet that I came across while doing a little bit of digging for this video, where it is some woman who was talking, saying that she finds it concerning the fact that there is someone who's trans in the MrBeast, you know, crew now, and there's been a long debate about when to introduce, you know, things like being a transsexual and different sexualities to minors. It's been a debate for a few, mainly the last few years now, and I could see, obviously, I could see both sides. And you know what? It just comes down to personal preference of whether people want to show their kids this at a young age. And obviously, because of that, you know, parents are eventually going to become aware of this. And I definitely 100% know that there's going to be certain parents that are just not going to let their kids watch MrBeast videos anymore. And you know what? I could see a lot of the MrBeast fans are going to unsubscribe, which, you know what? Or just not follow him anymore. But you know what? Ain't gonna hurt the guy. Honestly, I've seen some people say like, oh, you're not gonna get a view from me anymore. I've unsubscribed. The man's got 140 million fucking subs, bro. Your one subscription ain't gonna do shit. Your one view ain't gonna do shit. It's not gonna do nothing. MrBeast ain't getting cancelled. MrBeast ain't going away. You're fucking, oh, you lost a fucking subscriber, you lost a view, look at me, I'm fucking 14 years old, oh, I'm doing, no, you ain't doing shit. You're doing nothing. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna do nothing. But yeah, you know what, personally, my opinion on, like, Chris, do what you want. That's always been my forte. I don't really care. To me, I'm more of a keep shit personal kind of person. You know, like, just keep it as personal as possible. Obviously, when you're transitioning, people are going to fucking know because you're going to look different. But I reckon that a lot of things should just be kept personal as possible. If his marriage has ended, which I have a feeling it has, it's good that he's kept that personal, because if you're starting to say that, then you're just saying too fucking much. But it definitely, you know what, I really don't see Chris lasting in the MrBeast crew. That's just because of, like, all the kind of shit that it's bringing onto him. You know, I feel like MrBeast doesn't really want all this kind of publicity. All he wants to do is just make content. That's it. That's all he wants to do. Whenever stupid controversy has come across MrBeast, he doesn't acknowledge it because he doesn't want that part of his content. He just wants it to boil over. And you know that something like this is not going to go away. It will not go away. And you can definitely tell that. All he wants to do is just chill, make fun content that he enjoys and that gets a lot of views, and that, you know what, sometimes when he does content that he does good for people. That's all he wants to do. But you can definitely tell all Jimmy wants to do is make content, and that's it. That's all the man wants to do. So I definitely feel that with all this extra publicity and all this extra attention, this unwanted attention that he's getting onto his videos now because of Chris's transition, I definitely feel like this crew is gonna completely change. I feel like it's just gonna be Jimmy, Chandler, and they're gonna bring a whole load of fucking new people. I definitely feel like it's gonna change very soon. From these videos, you know what? It's not definitive, but you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Jimmy's kind of fed up with this, because like I said, all he wants to do, from my point of view, is just make content, and that's fucking it. Nothing else. So if you happen to scroll past this video and you've come to the end of it, let me know what you think. Honestly, let me know what you think about, what you think about Chris, which, what, like I said, I don't really care. Do what you want. If you want to transition, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't affect me. Just keep shit personal. The whole world doesn't fucking, need to know everything. But I definitely feel as though MrBeast is kind of fed up with it and that there's more shit going on behind the scenes. 100%. 100%. And that shit is about to change in the MrBeast crew. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.